Most people think dividend investing is just about the money, but what they don't realize is how dramatically your actual day-to-day life changes at each income milestone. At $500 a month, you're covering groceries and utilities. At $2,000, you're replacing a part-time job. But at $5,000 monthly in dividends, something magical happens. You start making life decisions based on what you want, not what you need. Today, I'm walking you through exactly what your life looks like at every major dividend income level. And more importantly, how much you need invested to get there. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing manager from Denver. 3 years ago, she had zero dividend income. Today, she's collecting over $3,000 monthly in dividends, and her life is completely unrecognizable from where she started. But here's what surprised me most when I tracked her journey. It wasn't the big milestones that changed. Everything. It was the subtle psychological shifts that happened at each level that transformed how she thought about work, spending, and her future. And there's one particular threshold where something clicks that most investors never see coming. The truth is, dividend income isn't just passive money flowing into your account. Each level unlocks a different version of your life, with new freedoms, new choices, and frankly, new problems you probably haven't considered. Let's start at the beginning and work our way up. Level 1. $200 to $500 monthly. At this level, you need between $40,000 and $125,000 invested, assuming dividend yields between 4 and 6%. This is where Sarah started her journey, and it's where most people get their first taste of what passive income actually feels like. When you're earning $200 to $500 monthly from dividends, you're not changing your lifestyle dramatically, but you're covering what I call the stress expenses, those monthly bills that keep you awake at night. Your grocery budget becomes flexible. You stop checking your bank balance before buying coffee. You can absorb small emergencies without reaching for credit cards. Sarah described this phase perfectly. I wasn't rich, but I stopped feeling poor. She was earning about $350 monthly at this stage, which meant she could cover her entire grocery bill and half her utility costs without touching her salary. The psychological impact was enormous. She started sleeping better, stopped impulse buying because she felt financially secure, and began thinking longer term about her money. But here's what happens that nobody talks about. You start getting addicted to the deposits. Sarah would check her brokerage account every morning, watching the dividend payments roll in. This level creates momentum because you can physically see and feel the income growing. You're not just accumulating shares anymore, you're earning real money that pays real bills. The life changes are subtle but significant. You eat out more confidently. You buy the organic groceries without calculating. You replace worn-out items instead of nursing them along. Most importantly, you start believing that financial independence is actually possible, not just a pipe dream. Level 2. $500 to $1,500 monthly. To reach this level, you need roughly $125,000 to $375,000 invested. This is where things get interesting because you're now covering substantial fixed expenses. Sarah hit this level after about 18 months of aggressive investing. At $1,200 monthly in dividend income, she was covering her car payment, insurance, phone bill, and streaming subscriptions. Basically everything except housing and food. This is the level where you start making different career decisions. Here's what changed for Sarah. She negotiated to work from home 3 days a week. Why? Because she knew her basic transportation and communication costs were covered, whether she earned her full salary or not. That security gave her negotiating power. She started saying no to overtime she didn't want. She turned down a promotion that would require relocating because she could afford to prioritize lifestyle over maximum income. At this level, you develop what I call selective money anxiety. You're not worried about basic survival anymore, but you become hyper-focused on growing your dividend income to the next level. Sarah started researching dividend growth rates obsessively, reinvesting every penny, and looking for opportunities to increase her investment contributions. The freedom is intoxicating. You can take unpaid time off without financial stress. You can support family members who need help. You can make purchases based on quality and longevity, instead of price alone. But you're still working full-time, and living essentially the same lifestyle, just with much less financial stress. Level 3, $1,500 to $3,000 monthly. Now we're talking about $375,000 to $750,000 invested. This is where Sarah's life really started changing, and it's where most people underestimate the psychological impact. At $2,400 monthly, that's where Sarah landed after 2.5 years. She was covering her entire rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, and discretionary spending. Her salary became pure wealth accumulation. Every paycheck went directly into investments or major purchases. The mindset shift here is profound. You start thinking about work as optional rather than necessary. Sarah began exploring passion projects she'd always postponed. She started a small consulting business, not because she needed the money, but because the dividend income gave her the security to take risks. This is also where you start thinking about housing differently. Sarah realized she could afford to buy a home, not just because she had good income, but because her dividend payments could cover the mortgage. She wasn't house poor like her friends who stretched their salaries. Her housing was funded by passive income, while her active income built wealth. But here's the unexpected part. This level creates new types of decisions you've never faced. Do you keep working full-time to maximize wealth building, or do you scale back to enjoy more time? Sarah chose a hybrid approach, negotiating a 4-day work week. Her employer agreed because she was a top performer, and she could afford the 20% salary reduction. The social dynamics change too. Friends start asking for financial advice. Family members assume you're wealthy, which creates both opportunities and obligations. Sarah found herself becoming the financial backbone for several family emergencies, something she never anticipated but felt obligated to provide. Level 4, $3,000 to $5,000. Monthly, $750,000 to $1.25 million invested gets you here. This is where Sarah sits today, earning about $3,200 monthly, and it's where the magic I mentioned at the beginning really happens. At this level, you're not just covering expenses, you're living comfortably on passive income alone. Sarah's entire lifestyle is funded by dividends, from her mortgage to her vacation fund to her retirement contributions. Her salary has become pure wealth acceleration. But here's the most significant change. You start making life decisions from abundance instead of scarcity. Sarah left her corporate job and launched her consulting business full-time. Why? Because even if the business failed completely, her lifestyle was secure. This level gives you permission to pursue meaning over money. The psychological transformation is remarkable. You stop thinking about money day to day. Sarah describes it as financial background noise disappearing. She doesn't check prices at restaurants, doesn't think twice about buying books or courses, and can be spontaneously generous without budget calculations. Your relationship with work fundamentally changes. Sarah now works because she finds it fulfilling, not because she needs the income. This shift actually made her more successful. When you're not desperate for every client or opportunity, you make better decisions and command higher prices. This level also unlocks geographic freedom. Sarah could live anywhere in the country because her income isn't tied to a specific job or location. She's considering spending winters in a warmer climate, something that never occurred to her when she needed employment-based health insurance and consistent paychecks. We've covered 4 major levels of dividend income, and you might be thinking this is pretty straightforward. More money equals more freedom. But here's where most people get blindsided by something they never saw coming. Because there's a dark side to reaching higher dividend income levels that nobody warns you about, and it can actually trap you in ways that lower income levels never could. Level 5, $5,000 to $10,000. Monthly, $1.25 million to $2.5 million invested. This is where you enter what I call the golden handcuffs territory. You have incredible freedom, but you also have incredible responsibility to maintain that wealth. At this level, your dividend income exceeds the median household income in most of America. You're not just financially independent, you're wealthy by most standards. But this creates psychological pressures that catch people off guard. First, you become hyper-aware of market conditions and dividend cuts. When you're earning 2, $100 monthly in dividends, a 5% yield reduction is $10. When you're earning $8,000 monthly, that same 5% cut costs you $400. Suddenly, every earnings report and economic indicator feels personal. Second, you start worrying about wealth preservation in ways you never imagined. People at this level often become conservative to a fault, terrified of losing what they've built. The same risk tolerance that got you here can disappear when the stakes feel this high. Third, your social circle changes whether you want it to or not. Friends making $50,000 annually can feel uncomfortable around someone whose passive income alone exceeds their total earnings. You might find yourself downplaying your success or feeling guilty about your wealth. But the opportunities at this level are extraordinary. You can fund your children's education without stress. You can support causes you care about meaningfully. You can take sabbaticals, pursue advanced degrees, or launch ambitious projects because your lifestyle remains secure regardless of outcome. Level 6, $10,000 plus monthly, $2.5 million and beyond. This is generational wealth territory where your dividend income alone could support multiple families comfortably. At this level, money stops being about you and starts being about impact and legacy. You're thinking about tax optimization strategies, estate planning, and how to use your wealth responsibly. Many people become philanthropic, not just because they can afford to give, but because the tax advantages make giving almost mandatory. The freedom is almost overwhelming. You can live anywhere, do anything, support anyone. But paradoxically, this level often requires more active management than lower levels. You're dealing with tax advisors, wealth managers, and complex investment strategies. The simplicity of dividend investing at lower levels evolves into sophisticated wealth management. Here's what surprises most people. Many wealthy dividend investors continue working, not for the money, but for purpose and social connection. Complete financial freedom can feel isolating if you don't have meaningful ways to spend your time and energy. The investment requirements reality check. Let's talk numbers. To generate $5,000 monthly at a 4% average yield, you need $1.5 million invested. That sounds enormous, but it's more achievable than you think when you break it down. If you can invest $2,000 monthly, earning 8% annually, you'll reach $1.5 million in about 23 years. Increase that to $3,000 monthly, and you're there in 18 years. The key is starting early and staying consistent. But here's the strategy that accelerates everything. Dividend growth investing combined with reinvestment. Instead of focusing purely on high yields, target companies that grow their dividends annually. A stock yielding 3% today that grows dividends at 8% annually will yield over 6% on your original investment after 10 years. Sarah's approach was brilliant in its simplicity. She invested in dividend growth ETFs and individual stocks, reinvested everything for the first 5 years, then gradually shifted to taking distributions as her income needs grew. This strategy gave her both growth and income flexibility. The lifestyle design element. Here's what traditional financial advice misses. Dividend income isn't just about reaching financial independence, it's about designing the life you want at each stage. You don't have to wait until you have millions to start living differently. At $500 monthly, you can eliminate financial stress around daily expenses. At $1,500, you can take career risks and prioritize fulfillment over maximum income. At $3,000, you can structure your life around your values instead of your bills. Sarah's story illustrates this perfectly. She didn't wait until she was completely financially independent to start making life changes. At each level, she used her growing dividend income to buy back pieces of her time and freedom. The final destination was financial independence, but the journey itself transformed her life. The most successful dividend investors I know think about each level as unlocking new life possibilities, not just accumulating more money. They use early dividend income to reduce stress, middle levels to increase flexibility, and higher levels to pursue meaning and impact. Your dividend journey is ultimately about designing a life where money serves your values instead of the other way around. Whether you're aiming for basic financial security or complete wealth, Understanding what life looks like at each level helps you make better decisions about how fast to build and when to start enjoying the freedom you're creating. The path to dividend-based financial independence isn't just about hitting certain income numbers, it's about the gradual transformation of how you think, work, and live. Every dividend payment brings you closer not just to wealth, but to the life you actually want. If you want to dive deeper into the specific milestones that guarantee you can live off dividends completely, I've created a detailed breakdown of the 3 critical thresholds every dividend investor must hit. Check out 3 milestones that guarantee you can live off dividends. It'll show you exactly how to structure your portfolio and timeline to achieve true dividend-based financial independence, using the same strategies that transformed Sarah's life and thousands of others.